Peace to you. I hope this finds you well. I've tried making this a couple of times, which is unusual for me. I'm usually able to press record and just, but I feel somewhat tentative about it, and perhaps it'll become obvious to you why I feel tentative. I consider the Quran to be a message from Allah to me. I mean, I know it's to the whole world, but I take it very personally. I was led to it, and I believe in it, and I thank God for it, and I take it very personally. Earlier today, I was visiting a live panel discussion, and the host's prompt, one of the prompts he had up there, was which is your favorite verse from the Quran, or which Quranic verse inspires you the most? And I couldn't really think as I'm listening to others share. I couldn't think of a favorite verse, but afterwards, in thinking about it, and quite honestly, I had to look it up because I didn't have it stored in my memory as to where it is, But it happens to be in the chapter 36, Yasin, yeah? And it's based on my interpretation. I'm not saying that this is what it means to anyone else. This is what it means to me. This is what it meant to me the first time I read it. This is what it means to me every time I read it. I don't know that it's right. I just feel as though I've been led in this direction, and I don't think I'm doing any harm to myself or the relationship with the Almighty through the Quran by interpreting it this way. But in Yasin, chapter 36, it really begins, the setup for it is at verse 13. It says, "Give them an example, O prophet, of the residents of a town when the messengers came to them. We sent them 2 messengers, but they rejected both. So we reinforced them with a third." How I interpret it from the very first time I read it, especially when I get down to the verse that I would say is my favorite, most inspiring verse. The 2 messengers, as I interpret it, is Moses and Jesus. And we reinforce them with a third, and that would be Muhammad. That's how I interpret it. I know that many people out there are going to say that I'm wrong, but that's how I interpret it. So 3 messengers are sent. They're all carrying the same message. They're all of the Abrahamic faith, yes? But yet there are still people in the world, in the town, that will deny them and say that they're lying and say you're only human like us, yes? Well, when I get down to verse 20, I see myself here. And this, for me, is the most inspiring verse of the Quran. "Then, from the farthest end of the city, a man came rushing. He advised, 'O my people, follow the messengers. Follow those who ask no reward of you and are rightly guided.'" See, coming from a background of Christianity, for me, making this analogy is quite easy. And I don't mean any disrespect. But the 2 messengers that are sent initially are Moses and Jesus. And we reinforce them with a third who made all things clear, yes? The clear Quran, concise, complete, protected, sufficient, yes? And I am the man from the farthest part of the city telling you all, listen to these messengers. Believe in the messengers. Understand their message is the same. Peace.